Well, welcome everybody. I want to thank you for your patience as we got started here with a couple technical issues, but we're glad to have you here. So whether you're watching our recording on YouTube or you're here live, we are so excited that you decided to join us and learn about this fabulous Ascension Cellars cruise. I'm going to let you know that I am enjoying a wonderful bottle of, along with Steve, of the Ascension Cellars
Me too.
Testament, which is their Bordeaux style blend. They make some absolutely fabulous wines, and that's one of the reasons we love partnering with them. So let's go ahead and get going. There's another peek at their wines. We're going to talk about the cruise and share with you the itinerary. We'll share with you what the exclusive onboard events are. And then we're going to introduce you to what makes Celebrity the best vacation experience that you can have. They are a 4-star floating resort, absolutely fabulous experience. And then we'll talk about our exclusives and our prices. So just to tell you a little bit about our agency, our goal is a vacation experience that's crafted with you in mind. We put together some of these special cruises, like these wine cruises, because we know that people want to experience something different when they take a cruise. They don't want just the cookie cutter experience. So we craft these types of wine cruises that give you a unique experience. We also take cruises that go to some of the most unique and remote places around the world. So we have helped countless clients over the years. We've just started our 13th year in business. We have a lot of extensive experience, and we use that to make sure that your vacation exceeds all your expectations. So let's get going. There's a couple pictures of Steve when we travel, and we are so lucky now because with the internet being as good as it is on cruise ships, we are able to run our business from anywhere in the world, and we take advantage of that. We do a lot of traveling ourselves, and we use that firsthand experience to give you an exceptional vacation. We want to give you insider tips, little tricks of the trade that you might not get with somebody who doesn't travel the world like we do. Couple advantages of working with our agency. You have got an insider working on your behalf. I have such a strong relationship with Celebrity Cruises. They really go the extra mile for me, and I go the extra mile for my clients to make sure that their experience with Celebrity is exceptional. I do a lot of expert planning assistance. I like to do personalized consultations with my clients, answer all their questions, really make it about you and your clients and making sure that your vacation experience is going to meet or exceed your expectations. And I'm just a phone call away. I'm always easy to reach, even if I'm overseas. You'll get me or my voicemail, and I am very responsive. We'll get right back to you with whatever issue you need help with. So here's a look at our most recent wine cruise with the folks at Ascension Cellars. We had a wonderful T-shirt fundraiser for the American Red Cross. We love sailing with our groups, and it is just such a fabulous experience to share the fun together.
You mean 105
Um,
people on last cruise. That was good.
yeah, it was a nice group, but it didn't feel too big. It was a nice medium-sized group, I would say. So talk to you about Ascension Cellars wines. Erick will be handpicking wines that will be shipped to the Celebrity Ascent for our 4 onboard events. So these are his handcrafted wines from his extraordinary winery in Paso, Robles. And I'll tell you a little bit about Erick Allen. He is going to host our seminars on board the ship. He began his winemaking career in the 90s. He's always been in the food and beverage business. He has a love of the French wines from the Rhone region and from the Bordeaux region and Italian wines. He started traveling and tasting these wines, and in 2005, he was on a trip to Paso Robles. He put up a cooperative winemaking experience with Steve Cass of Cass Vineyards and Winery. Cass makes all single varieties wines, and Erick loves to make blends. So it was a perfect partnership because Cass really produces more fruit than they can produce wine and market. And so they have this partnership with Erick where he partners with them and makes blends using their wine. He participates in the fermentation process from start to end, and he ends up with beautifully blended wines.
He
He's
proved
just
his
an
own label.
amazing,
Yep.
yeah, just amazing, amazing wines that he makes. And some people will say to me things like, well, I don't drink blends. So it was like, well, why don't you drink blends? Oh, but that means it's lesser. Well, all Bordeaux wines are blend, all Rhone wines are blend. And we know that Bordeaux and um, Rhone area Provence makes some of the best wines in the world. So Celebrity loves groups, and they have put together this extraordinary wine program just for these specialized wine lover groups. Our agency brings wine enthusiasts and winemakers together so that we have a wonderful onboard experience. And we have had the privilege of hosting uh, many different wine cruises with several different wineries over the years. And I have to say that
I think
Eric
we're
and
above
and
10
the
now.
folks,
Yeah.
yeah, the folks at Ascension Cellars have been such wonderful partners. They're so generous with our guests and with their time and sharing their knowledge. So what is a wine lovers cruise? And it's a chance to sail with other people who are wine enthusiasts, and you get to interact. Everybody likes to, try wines with dinner, try different things. And Eric, again, ships his wines to the ship. Again, it's his premium Rhone and Bordeaux style blends. And we have a group of just about 110 people. On the Ascent, we could do a little bit more. We could go upwards of that. But I know our group is going to sell out, which is a maximum of about 110 people. We could add a few people extra maybe as we get closer to sailing. So what are our group amenities? Why do you want to book into a group? Is it more expensive to book into our group? Well, first of all, we have discounted rates that I locked in a year ago. So as the rates have gone up at Celebrity, I have these group rates that are locked in and frozen. Our group rates include the classic drinks package with Celebrity and the surf Wi-Fi package. So you get your Wi-Fi and your classic drinks package for free. Classic drinks package includes beer, wine, mixed drinks, non-alcoholic drinks, up to $11 a serving. So on embarkation day, we have a meet and greet party, usually at the Sail Away. It's one of the beautiful outdoor venues, so you're able to see beautiful Fort Lauderdale as we're sailing away into the Caribbean. We have 2 private wine appreciation seminars, and Eric will host those with his wine. It's a chance to sit and try all the different wines that he has brought along. Sometimes it is a library tasting where you're tasting the same wine from several different vintages, or maybe you're doing a comparative between the Bordeaux style wine and the Rhone style wine. And then to cap it all off, on one of our last sea days, we have a food and wine pairing luncheon. So Eric looks at the menu. He provides a wine that will pair with each course, and you get to have a different wine with each course along the way at this wonderful sit-down event. It's beautiful. It really is. So we have these informative wine seminars. It's just a lot of fun. There's some pictures. There's me and my mom and my daughter. And yes, she's like 24 in that picture. I know she looks like she's 16, but she's old enough to drink. This is, some of our events, some of our wine on board the ship. We have that welcome reception, and there's Dick and Donna out there enjoying the welcome reception. It was a really nice event. The weather was a little sunny, but it was comfortable. And then we have our tasting seminars. So there's a look at what the events kind of look like on the ship. And then we just had so much fun. There's our pictures of us in our Ascension Cellars wine tasting team t-shirts. Eric makes a point of going around and speaking with everybody who is in our group and engaging with them and answering their personal questions. And
He
then,
brings a bunch of magnums of
oh yeah,
wines we're tasting. We have raffles them off and stuff. You can see
we had
the Clarks there. They want a bottle.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. And there's one of the wonderful celebrity sommeliers. They have one of the best sommelier teams at sea. They facilitated all of our events, do all the pouring and everything. So it is really a polished, well thought out, a beautiful event at these. And then there's our luncheon. You can see beautiful steaks on the menu. We had a lot of different choices. We had a vegan option, we had a fish option, and the steak option. So that was a lovely event, and that's private just for our group. And that's the thing. We have 110 or so people in our group, and all of the events are only open to those in our group. So if people just book a regular ticket on this cruise, they don't get to go to the wine tasting. So here's a look at the itinerary. It really is the perfect itinerary for us having this wine cruise, because we have a couple days at sea, and then we have all of these beautiful days in the islands, and then a couple days at sea to do our second wine seminar and our grand finale, the food and wine pairing luncheon. So our first island that we're going to visit is Tortola, which is part of the British Virgin Islands. This island is known for its natural beauty everywhere. You can do sailing in the area, paddle boarding, snorkeling, scuba diving. You go for rainforest hikes, or maybe just to walk along a beautiful white sand beach. These are some pictures of what it looks like on the beautiful beaches if you're going to maybe go snorkeling. They have lovely clear waters. You can snorkel off the beach, or you can do like a catamaran sail and snorkel. Our next place we're going to visit is Antigua. And Steve, you can say hi, because you're in Antigua, at least virtually. No hi from Steve. You won't be able to see your background. This is Steve. Steve has a background. This is Shirley Heights.
That's
And
me
that
right
is
here. That's my
one,
background.
yeah. Shirley Heights is one of the most famous vistas in the Caribbean. You may remember in the 80s, there was the Duran Duran video Rio, and it was filmed in Antigua. And there's a scene where guys playing saxophone on this vista, and you see those lovely harbors behind it. Antigua has beautiful beaches, and of course, beautiful scenery if you go up to places like this where you have all these beautiful views. History comes to life at Nelson's Dockyard. This was a shelter harbor that served as a base for the British Navy during the colonial times. And the guides that will take you here, they tell you the whole story about, you got drunk at a bar one night, and all of a sudden you're conscripted on a Navy ship for 5 years, and you're doing hard labor in this port. It was hard repairing and fixing up the ships, and you worked from sun up to sundown if you were one of those poor guys that got conscripted. Well, Barbados is another beautiful, famous place. And according to the local tour guide, last time we were there, it is the home of international superstar and beauty mogul Rihanna. She's originally from Barbados, and she always celebrates her Barbadian heritage. But it's also home to some of the most beautiful beaches and snorkeling in the Caribbean. There are many tour operators that offer snorkeling on shipwrecks in Carlisle Bay. There's about 4 different sunken shipwrecks there. I've done it a couple times, and it's a beautiful place. It's an artificial reef, and there are so many beautiful species, diverse species of fish. But if being in the salt and the sun is not your thing, I recommend an island tour. The geography and the forests of the island are beautiful. There's a mahogany forest. You can go see the Baths of Bathsheba. There's a botanical garden there, and there's lots of historic defense posts where you can go up and see these beautiful vistas of this island. So Barbados is definitely a place you're going to want to go ashore and enjoy. St. Lucia, I think, is one of the most beautiful of all the islands. It has one of the harshest landscapes, in that they're the mountains are so jagged because it's a relatively new volcano. There's 2 pitons that are some of the most photographed places in the world. And Celebrity offers a tour that takes you down to the city of Soufrière, where you can see the pitons, or you can do a sail and tour. So they have 2 versions. One, you go across the island first, and then you take the sailboat back. And the other one, you start on the sailboat, and then you kind of switch off. But there's actually an active volcano there. So there are warm thermal springs. I have a picture. This is there's a thermal spa at this waterfall, because this is a volcanically heated thermal spring here. And we dock at the other end of the island. So if you want to visit the pitons, be sure to book a tour that includes that opportunity. You can visit, again, this thermal spa, warm waterfalls, mud baths, kayak in the pristine waters, or just take a stroll along the beautiful beach. And the end of the island where we dock is also beautiful. There are several resorts there. So I can help you. There's a thing called Resort for the Day. I can get your resort pass. So lots of different things to do in St. Lucia. The island of St. Kitts and Nevis In the 1970s, they started to transition from being just exclusively, the whole island was a sugar plantation. And then they shifted to tourism. And in 2005, they ceased production of sugar. It was no longer profitable. Beautiful island. One of the things that I've done there is I took the sugar train tour. So this train goes about 75% around the island. You get to see all kinds of beautiful vistas. There's people who come on in native costumes and dance, and it's a fun thing. So I do recommend that. Or, if you want to go visit Nevis, there are excursions that take a ferry over to the island of Nevis, and you can visit that and be in like a resort setting for the day. So again, here's the itinerary. Like I said, it's a lovely itinerary for this wine tasting cruise because of the pace. We have our days at sea, our days ashore, and then some more days at sea to enjoy our wine tasting program. But there's so much more to Celebrity.
And just worth saying that all of our wine tasting events will be on the sea days. So you won't miss any port time because of the wine activities.
Exactly. Now, let's talk about Celebrity. What is your experience going to be like with Celebrity? And their new slogan is nothing comes close, because in this space in the cruise industry, there is really nothing like Celebrity. Everything is elevated. They stand out. Their goal is to exceed expectations of what a premium vacation, what you thought it could be. They want to indulge all your senses and just elevate everything for you. And this is sort of their elevator pitch. You never want a vacation any other way. They want every detail to be beyond what you thought it could be. They want an intimate feel of a smaller ship, but with the variety and the excitement of a bigger one. So it's kind of the best of both worlds. So if you want to explore the world and get away for a while, nothing comes closer to Celebrity. Celebrity is an award-winning cruise line. They have, let me see how many it is. They have 4 ships that are 4-star rated by the Forged Travel Guide. Forged Travel Institute does their crew training, so they get all of those ideas about being an exceptional crew member through their training through the Forged Travel Institute. They visit all the continents and over 300 destinations worldwide. Again, here's the ships that are rated, and the beautiful Celebrity Ascent is one of those Forbes 4-star rated ships. And they also have a couple ships that they are listed as recommended. There's only 15 resorts at sea worldwide that have earned official Forbes travel ratings, and Celebrity Cruises has 8 of those travel ratings. So that's really a prestigious award. Now, who likes to sail on Celebrity? So it appeals to a wide variety of people. So if you're a foodie, the food is incredible, and there's always a chance to try a different cuisine, local cuisine on board. It's a really good food program, and the cultural enthusiasts. It's important that you learn about the rich history of these places you're visiting, and you want to visit the important historic sites and museums. And then there's the maverick. This is a person who wants to travel on their own terms, live like a local, explore more than just cultural landmarks. They really kind of want to completely immerse themselves independently in the destination. And then the indulgent seeker. This is somebody who wants a vacation. It's about treating yourself to something special and having a luxury experience while you're on board. So what does Celebrity do really well, and what matters most to their guests? Well, of course, the destination. So they want you to have unique experiences ashore. They've got great shore excursions with that in mind, and culinary. So there are over 200 chefs that are on board our ships, and they are led by Michelin star chefs. As a matter of fact, Daniel Boulud is one of the Michelin starred chefs that has his first restaurant at sea. They are located only on the Celebrity Beyond and the Ascent. It is a very small, intimate venue and very special. Steve and I have enjoyed that. If you like elevated service, there's a picture of the guys in the martini bar. They do a flair show, but they also know what your favorite drink is and make sure they have it to you as soon as they see you. and then details. So the decor on these Celebrity Edge ships was actually designed by people who had never designed interiors for cruise ships before. And so it's completely innovative. They're not kind of stuck in those old molds. You walk through that ship and it feels like you're walking through a work of art. And then, of course, they have live shows and activities. So if spa and wellness is your thing, or maybe a Las Vegas style show, they've got that for you as well. Celebrity likes to say that you can explore, you can party. This is the famous silent disco where you get a set of headphones and there are 3 different channels and you can change channels and pick the song that you like the best and sing and dance to that. It's a lot of fun. But if you just need some quiet time, you just need to restore, you can sit on your balcony, glance at the sea all day and experience some tranquil moments, visit the spa. You can have those quiet, calm experiences too. So here's the Celebrity fleet. The Edge series is their newest. They have 5 ships with the XL that's going to debut here in 2025. They also, and that is what we're sailing on. We are sailing on the Ascent, which is one of these Edge ships. They have all received amazing awards for being so innovative and just beautiful, spacious ships. We've sailed on all 4 classes of ship. And the thing that's so consistent is no matter which class of ship you're on, the entertainment, the music, the service, the food is all going to be just a step above. So again, these are just some pictures of people just enjoying their celebrity cruise. I think they are the best cruise line in that premium niche. They really have such a wonderful program to make you feel special and busy, not busy. You get to enjoy it the way you want to enjoy it. So here's people say to me all the time, I've never been on a cruise. I think I'll be bored. And during those sea days, there are so many different fun things to do. This is just the beginning of the list, the shows. So world-class entertainment. They have amazing acrobats, aerialists. I met one of the acrobats one time. He was a competitive gymnast. It was so interesting to talk to him. They bring on featured entertainers like piano and vocalists. They also have in Eden, they have 2 things that I think are incredible. They have the Eden acoustic experience where you'll have an acoustic artist playing a guitar or maybe an electronic cello, just a variety of music, piano players. And then they also have, in addition to these big production shows that you see in the main theater with this huge like LED, I think it's an LED screen, I think that's the right term, where the images that are broadcast on here, they just interact seamlessly with what's going on stage. But also in Eden, they have these small little, I guess the best way to describe them would be as cabaret shows. They're about 35 minutes long. They have tap dancers, balancing acts, singers, dancers. It's a lot of fun to see those shows. You're going to get a gourmet dining experience with Celebrity no matter where you dine. So if you are in the main dining room for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, lunch on sea days, or you go up to the Ocean View Cafe, which I have some of this, they have such a variety of food there, all kinds of international cuisine. They also have great service and waiters in the main dining rooms and also in the specialty dining. And one of the things that I like about Celebrity is that they have dedicated sommelier service in the dining room. So your sommelier gets to know what kind of wines you like, makes recommendations. And the other thing I like about Celebrity is if your glass is looking a little empty, they just come along and fill it up for you. They don't make you show your card and measure it and go back and no, they just you are going to be your wine is going to be refreshed during your dinner so that you're never going thirsty. Some of the specialty dining, so they have Le Voyage by Daniel Boulud, Fine Cut Steakhouse. Oh my gosh, we love that. That's amazing. The steaks are like to die for. Le Grand Bistro, so they have both the French bistro experience there, and they also have La Petite Chef in there. So it kind of alternates. And La Petite Chef is this little animated chef on your plate. And then it's projected on your plate. He makes your meal, and then the wait staff brings out the little meal that he made on your plate. It sounds a little silly, but it's really cute. They have raw, which is sushi, seafood. You can get steaks in there. They have rooftop garden grill, which is barbecue, also amazing. And then Eden Restaurant. Eden Restaurant is a experience for the whole senses. So you eat with your eyes and the smells, and they just the food is transformative there. Grand Plaza with the Martini Bar. I love this space because it is so open and spacious, and it feels really light and airy because even though it's in the center of the ship, there's windows with natural light all around. This is a look at the pool deck. When we had our national conference on an Edge class ship this year, this is where we had it was on the Ascent. We had all of our parties out here because we have private parties for all our CruiseOne vacation agents. Beautiful venue. During the day, they have live music and activities. So again, if you want to be an active part, you can be out on this deck. They also have a solarium that is always quiet. So you can do, party or quiet. The magic carpet is this cantilevered platform that sticks out. It does move up and down, but not with people on it and not on a regular basis. If we are in a port that needs to tender, it will lower down. It becomes the tender platform. If you don't need to tender, it stays up here, and it's just this cantilevered little magical spot where you can sit and take in the views. So here is
to drink and look at the views.
Yeah. So here is what your standard veranda cabin looks like on the Edge series. These are what are called infinite verandas, and I want to point out to you what that means. So you have these bifold doors that close behind you, but this area here is your veranda. But if you open the doors and keep the window shut, that becomes part of your interior space. If you close the doors behind you, you can lower down this window to this railing height, and that creates your infinite veranda where you can stand and look out, see the ocean, everything. Now, if you keep these bifold doors open, then that's why they call it the infinite veranda. Your whole room is open to the outdoors. And these are large cabins, 243 square feet. And you can see here how large the bathroom is. So many times on a cruise ship, you feel like you can do everything all at once in the bathroom. These bathrooms are spacious. They are very comfortable. If you are interested in a suite, this ship does have amazing suites. They are available at whatever the promotional price is. They don't let us hold them as part of our group allocation. This is my favorite. This is the Edge Villa. It is a 2-story suite with its own plunge pool. So, if you really want to splurge, this opportunity is there, and Celebrity has beautiful suites. They have sky suites. These suites, they have suites that are 2,500 square feet, so which is bigger than my house. So very amazing. So this is the exciting part. I get to tell you about our group rates, more perks, and more savings. So our group rates always include your basic drink package, which is why am I not I'm blanking out on what it's called. Anyway, it's the beverage package that includes beer, wine, soft. Yeah, basic beverage package. Classic. That's what it is. Classic. Okay, it includes beer, wine, soft drinks, non-alcoholic drinks like your specialty coffees, up to $11 per serving, unlimited servings per day. So that's what I said. They don't sit there and measure how many servings they pour you. I mean, if your glasses look a little empty, they'll offer to come and fill it up for you. So you don't have to order a formal drink every time you want to fill up your glass. It is a refundable deposit with our group rates. Now, Celebrity, I'll explain it on the next slide, but they have certain rate codes that have non-refundable deposits. And that doesn't give you any flexibility. You book something and 6 months later, you found out your niece's wedding is the week that you already booked your cruise. Then you've got to pay a fee to change and you can't get a refund. With our flexible group rates, we have refundable deposits. So you book 6 months later, you're like, Suzanne, my niece is getting married that week. I got to cancel. I can cancel and give you a full refund. So I love that flexibility with our group rates. And you'll see, we have value over and savings over the regular rates. And I'll show you in one more slide after this. So I mentioned Celebrity has all these different rates. They have a no perk, non-refundable deposit rate. That doesn't include drinks and Wi-Fi. They have drinks and Wi-Fi non-refundable. They have a no perk refundable deposit. They have drinks and Wi-Fi refundable. Occasionally, they offer senior rates, military discounts sometimes, and the military discounts do combine with our group rate. So if you're a military veteran, be sure to mention that when you're ready to book, because we can get you an additional discount with that military service that you had. And of course, the best way to book is our group rates with refundable deposits, drinks, and Wi-Fi. And we have a flash sale going through January 31st. This is a $300 per cabin savings on a double occupancy stateroom. So it's basically $150 off per person, would be the best way to think about it. Okay, so this is what I was telling you. This is what is so exciting. So we have E1s available for double occupancy. We are holding 8 in our group. If you are trying to book that directly with Celebrity, that is currently waitlisted. And they do give me this weird price of $42.76 per person to be on that wait list. But you can book our infinite veranda prices. You will probably be in a category guarantee because this is waitlisted, but you'll be guaranteed to get an E1 cabin or better. You could get aqua class or maybe a suite, but probably you're just going to get an E1 that is available for triple or quad occupancy is probably what they're going to end up doing. So I have 8 of those available, and with that 150 discount, they're $24.15 per person. And I have 5 of the E2s still available, and those are $23.88. Again, look at those prices in the E2s compared to what you would pay directly. This price here is basically the same terms and conditions as this price here. It is a tremendous savings to book through our group. And I have these rates because I took them out a year ago, put a deposit down on them for my agency to hold them for everybody. So that's why I'm able to offer you these incredible savings and the benefits of the drinks and Wi-Fi. So our rate actually beats the no perk non-refundable rate. It's kind of a no-brainer to book with us. It's such a great savings. So we do have
Suzanne,
a bonus.
we also have one C2 that's not still available.
Yeah, we do have one concierge class that's not listed. The rates are a little bit more than this, but concierge class is considered a little bit more of a premium cabin. The size and the layout are actually the same as the standard, but they're located up on higher decks. So we do have one concierge class that would be available.
More loyalty points per night.
Yeah, you get 5 loyalty points per night instead of 3. Okay, so we have an exclusive offer for people who are attending this webinar. It's a bonus onboard credit for new bookings only. The first 10 bookings between now and January 21st. So that gives you almost 2 weeks to get this book. Oh shoot, yes, 25. I quickly updated this and I missed that. Yes, 2025. Just scratch that out. It's a 5. But you got to book by January 31st to combine with that $300 savings. And I'll work with you to make sure you get it because it's a rotating savings, but I control the inventory, so I can make sure that you get that that $300 savings no matter which day of the week you call me and we get ready to book. We do other group cruises. We're not just Celebrity, although they are our #1 seller. I'll let you know that because they're some fantastic business partners. But I want to share with you a couple of the other groups that we have. In November of 25, we have an Avalon Waterways River Cruise going to Bordeaux. And I consider that the mecca of wine. And then in November of 25, we have a Winemaker hosted cruise with Los Milix Vineyard, which is the top award-winning winery here in Arizona. They're doing amazing things. Their winemakers, a husband and wife team, will be going with us on the cruise, and AMA will have their wines on board for us to do comparisons to the local wines in Hungary and Serbia and Bulgaria, And believe it or not, we're getting some really good wines out of those parts of the world now too. And then we also have in April of 26 an Avalon River cruise that's going to go from Amsterdam to Basel and then extend with a land package to Lucerne and Lake Como. We're very excited about that. Antarctica in 2026. We've got two ways that you can go. You can go on a celebrity ship and do scenic sailing only. You don't disembark, you just see all the beautiful scenery of Antarctica. That price point's very approachable. We're also doing, it's a little bit more of a splurge, but definitely more of an immersive experience, a expedition cruise to Antarctica on this beautiful ship with landings 2 or 3 times to go ashore and walk around Antarctica every day. We did a webinar on September 11th. We also did one last night, and we posted that on our YouTube page if you are interested in learning more about that. We still have space in our August 1st of 2025. Iceland group, again, an amazing place to visit. Pricing for veranda, it's starting at just under $4,000 for 2 people. It includes drinks, Wi-Fi, and if you, I should have updated this, $300 off if you book by January 31st. We've also got some incredible solar eclipse cruises. The Iceland one is pretty much sold out, but we still have great group availability on this 14-night Spain and Portugal cruise. And if you like to do small ship cruising, we have an 8-night Windstar, a G&C, that will go through the Corinth Canal. It is on one of the Windstar motor yachts, 300 passengers. So completely the opposite of the 3,000 that you have on Celebrity, but a great experience for having that immersive Greek and Turkey experience. And then Azamar, 750 passengers, Greece, Albania, and new places in Italy that I have never been. So we're very excited to be hosting both of those cruises, and you can book them back to back with a 4-night stay over in Athens or surrounding area between the cruises. So I want you to really consider about joining us for this March 6th cruise in 2026. It is going to be the most exciting 10 nights of your life. It's going to be wonderful. We are going to have so much fun. We're going to have, our exclusive pricing with the drinks and Wi-Fi included. Erick is just so excited to host our wine tasting events and share with you his wine. We come out of this cruise feeling like family, and we have had people that have done 10 of these wine cruises with us, and they're some of my closest friends and best clients. We just really love it. And again, we have that amazing experience on board Celebrity Cruises. I only have an hour for this presentation, so I can't even begin to tell you all the wonderful things that you can see and do and experience on a Celebrity ship. And of course, we have our special for the webinar, the $100 onboard credit, booked by the 21st, and the $300 per cabin additional savings. So it's really the best of both worlds. So how do you book? So give me a call. I'll need to take your guest information. I'll put a room on hold for you, send you a quote. There's no pressure. And then you call and put down your deposit, $900 refundable deposit. We do have a low price guarantee. You get my concierge level service, and of course that personalized consultation. So we're making sure that we're picking the right room and the right location or the right perks, all those things just for you. So how do you reach out to me? Here's our phone numbers and our email. We look forward to hearing from you. And again, we'd love for you to join us on this cruise. It's going to be a fantastic experience. So do we have any questions or anybody want to add anything else?
Remember, you're muted,
Oh,
so just
Dick.
unmute yourself and ask the question.
Dick, just unmute yourself. You're okay.
Yeah, I'm curious. Last time we spoke, there were no concierge cabins available. And now you say there are?
There's one. Do you want me to put you in it?
Yeah.
You spoke up first. I'm going to move you to concierge. Yep, we had one come back off consult. Okay, so Dick spoke up. He gets the concierge class cabin. I'll move you. Okay. Does that sound good, Dick?
Great. Thank you.
Okay. All right. We'll do. I'll do that first thing in the morning. But you know what? If you're going to be booking the standard cabins, have no fear because the cabins are exactly the same size and layout as the concierge class cabin. Dick just likes to get more points. He's chasing those that elite plus, or are you trying to get Zenith? Elite plus.
Plus,
He gets 2 bags of laundry instead of 1.
Suzanne, this is Don from Missouri. I had a question.
Hi, sure.
I know you talked like there were 14 available E1 and 2s, and now the C2's gone, but how many are already booked so far in this group?
48 cabins? Is
48
that right,
cabins,
Steve?
okay.
Or is it 30? Let's see.
42. It's 42.
42. So that would, and some of them are single occupants. We had a couple, but if it's 42 times 2, that would be 84 guests.
people-ish.
And then if we
Alright.
have the 14 more that are available times 2, that's 28. So that's going to take us just over 100 people when we sell
Okay.
all those cabins.
And then you mentioned the group rate includes the classic package, which is a maximum of $11 a drink. Is there a step up from that to get it the opportunity while we're on board to have, I guess, maybe a little bit more opportunity for wines above that?
Yes, so there's 2 ways that well, 3 ways you can upgrade. One is once you're logged into Celebrity and you've set up your cruise planner, every once in a while they run flash sales for a discounted price on that upgrade, and it can be as little as $12 per day to upgrade to the next level, which gives you $16 per serving. So again, you're getting some better wines. As a matter of fact, we almost always do that. We probably prefer the wines on the premium package. So we just look for that sale in the cruise planner, and we book the upgrade and pay for it then. The other way to do it
You can
is
use your onboard credit now.
you can use your onboard credit to do that. But the other way to do it is I'm allowed $11 a serving. I can order a $17 glass of wine, and they will charge me only the $6 differential. So that's
Right.
if you want to do it by the glass, you can do that as well. You know, if you want to maybe have,
Or drink,
but if you think about it, if it's $12 a day and you're going to have more than one of those nice glasses of wine, you might as well do the upgrade, because because once you have 2, then you're breaking even. But you know, if you have that 3rd glass of wine, which Lord knows I never do, but if you have that 3rd glass of wine, you know, you'd be 6 times 3 would be 18. You're better off having the upgrade program. So
Okay.
that
So
makes
it goes from
really
classic
easy.
to premium, and then
Right.
there's that 3rd category as well.
No, the 3rd category is where you don't upgrade to the premium. You just do it by the glass.
Okay. All right. Good.
So, and even in the premium, if you've upgraded the premium and there's something that's $21, you just pay, you know, a couple dollars difference, and you can have that too.
All right.
So,
Very
and
good.
if you have the beverage package, do you remember what the discount you get on a bottle of wine is, Steve? I
If
want
you
to say
have the
it's
premium, I
20%.
think it's 20%. If you have a premium package,
Okay.
I think the discount's 20% on bottles.
Okay.
I believe.
Okay.
All right.
Any other questions?
I'm gonna stop the recording and we can keep talking.